Hi, when you use phrases such as towing the party line, bigwig, or to steal someone's thunder, have you ever wondered where these odd sayings have actually come from? In this video, I shall explain the origins of 5 of these idioms and how we use them today. Before we start, if you like what I do, please consider just clicking the link above where it's Buy Me a Coffee, where you can just spend a few pounds and this help keeps this channel running. Thank you. Number 1. To turn a blind eye. This is often used to express when someone ignores a wrongdoing or there's a refusal to accept a particular reality. Well, this dates all the way back to 1801 and the Battle of Copenhagen, where British naval hero Horatio Nelson and his fleet were up against a large Danish-Norwegian fleet. A more senior officer on a different ship signalled for a withdrawal of all of the British ships. Now, Nelson, who didn't really want to disobey an order, put a telescope up to his blind eye and looked through it and said, "I really do not see a signal." Nelson went on to defeat the enemy after turning a blind eye. Number 2, to paint the town red. Now, we all know this as a meaning to go out and have a good night, usually resulting in much drunkenness. Well, this goes back to 1837. The Marquis of Waterford, and he was a well-known drunk and mischief maker, and he led a large boisterous group of friends through the English town of Melton Mowbray. And as they rampaged through the town, they broke door handles and smashed windows, along with painting a toll gate, some doors, and a statue of a swan with red paint. Hence, a wild night out is to paint the town red. Number 3. So quiet you could hear a pin drop, meaning there was silence with no one speaking, making a noise. Now, this goes back to the tea auctions that were held at Whittards in London, in Fleet Street, back in the 1600s. A pin would be placed in a candle during a tea auction, and as the candle wax melted down, the nearer it got to the pin, the quieter the auction house got. And once it was over, the pin fell to the ground and no more bids were accepted. It would have been so quiet that people could have heard the pin drop. Number 4, to spill the beans. Nowadays, it means to tell a secret. This dates back to the ancient Greeks, where they would cast their votes by putting either a white or a black bean in a vase. And then these would be counted to see if the vote was a yes or a no vote. If the vase was knocked over, either accidentally or accidentally on purpose, and the result would be known before they were all counted, this would be seen as someone has spilt the beans. Number 5, to steal someone's thunder. Now, if you claim someone else's achievement as your own, you are said to have stolen their thunder. Well, this dates back to the 18th century when playwright John Dennis invented a machine called a thunder sheet, and it was for creating a sound effect for his play Appius and Virginia. And this play was on at the Theatre Royal, Drury Lane in London. Unfortunately, it did not do very well. The show flopped and soon closed down, but he later heard that a production of Macbeth at the same theatre was using his machine. He declared, "The villains will play my thunder, but not my plays." They had literally stolen his thunder. Well, thank you very much for listening, and I hope you learnt something today, because remember, every day is a school day. And also, if you have enjoyed it, don't forget to buy me a coffee. See you next time.